Hey guys, it's me, and today I'm here with the shows I've watched recently. In these videos I'll just be talking about 5 TV shows that I've watched recently and just my thoughts on them and stuff. And also because I don't know how to explain TV shows for some reason, I'm really bad at explaining the plot for TV shows. I just went to IMDb and copy pasted the little description that gives, so I'll be reading that for you. Let's just get started. Okay, so the first show I'm going to talk about today is Historical Roast, which is a Netflix original series, which I don't know why I decided to click on this, but I did. So yeah, I'll give you a little description though. Roastmaster General Jeff Ross and a slew of guest stars poke fun at major historical figures while also honoring their enduring impact on the world. This was one season long so far. Might be picked up for a new one, who knows. And yeah, basically this what it says it is. If you know the show Roast, it's the same, but then with historical figures instead of like actual people, you know. It's actual people playing actual people. Doesn't make sense. I really liked the first episode the most, but that's because it had some actors from Full House in it, and he made a lot of Full House jokes, which I can appreciate because I love Full House. So yeah, I really like history, so that's also why I watched it a little bit. I was curious about this, but it was nothing really too special for me, and I don't know, nothing that I'll recommend to everybody, but it was fun to have on the background while doing other things, which is mostly how I watch TV, sadly enough. The next show I watched with my mom on the recommendation of my friend, which is Mr. Iglesias, which this is the description for it. A good-natured high school teacher working at his alma mater works with gifted but misfit and disinterested students. Best explanation. I had such a long explanation for the show, but that's it. Also, it's one season long, and hopefully we'll get renewed for a new season because this was great. Since then, I've also watched the 2 Gabriel Iglesias comedy specials that he did on Netflix, and I really enjoyed that as well. He's really funny, so yeah. But also, I feel like this show just touches again on a lot of political topics, and it's great. It has a very diverse cast. And fun fact, I don't like Game Shakers at all, but one of the main characters from Game Shakers is also a main character in this, and I love her in this, so great. And next, I actually finished a show that I've been watching for a very long time and I've been putting off finishing because I flew to like the first seasons so quickly because I was obsessed with it, and then I slowed down for the last season because I didn't want to be over, and then finally did it recently. There's Gilmore Girls. Wanna know what? Yeah, I think the description IMDb gives for the show doesn't fully capture it, but also it describes it great. Dramedy centering around the relationship between a 30-something single mother and a teen daughter living in Stars Hollow, Connecticut. Which technically all of that is correct, but I feel like this show is worth so much more, and that just doesn't do it justice. But anyway, this is 7 seasons long, and like I said, I started this a while ago, a very long time ago, and I absolutely flew through the first 6 seasons, and then I got to the 7th one, I was like, we're done almost. And I just got very slowly through that 7th season, and I just finally bit the bullet and ended it. And yeah, I didn't like the last season though. It wasn't bad, but also just kind of felt weird in connection with like the other seasons. And of course, when finishing that, I also immediately went on to Gilmore Girls Here in Their Life, which description is great again. Set nearly a decade after the finale of the original series, this revival follows Lorelai, Rory, and Emily Gilmore through the 4 seasons of change, which technically is correct, but like so much more. It's 1 season, it's a mini-series. I watched this in 1 day, which wasn't my intention, but I did. Just 4 episodes, which are all like an hour and a half long, I think. They're like movie length, and you can definitely tell that production-wise, a lot of effort was put into these episodes. They were so beautiful and so great. I just overall was very happy with the show. I think it was fun, and it fit in very well with like the rest of the show. Let's just get to the last show I'm going to talk about today already, and that's The Good Place, which was good. This description isn't how I would describe the beginning of the show, but it's accurate, and I don't spoil anything. But 4 people and an otherworldly frenemy struggle in the afterlife to define what it means to be good. Here I'm actually going to give some more explanation about this because I think this doesn't describe it that well. Basically, the show starts off with Eleanor ending up in a good place, which is a place you go after you die if you've been basically the best human being on the entire planet. You know, there's strict rules, and if you get like to a certain point system, you get into the good place. If you're on another point system, you go to the bad place. So basically heaven and hell, kind of. And we follow Eleanor, who ends up in a good place, but everything they explain about her life and why she's in a good place doesn't actually describe her life. So a switch has been made, and she's in a good place when she's not supposed to be there. And I feel like the description on IMDb also does justice to the show, but like I feel if you really want to get hooked, convinced on the show, like that isn't the best description to go by. Because it's 3 seasons long, 4th season is coming, and I'm really excited for the 4th season. It's the last one, but like I rather have a show be short and end on their own terms than long and end because everybody's bored of watching it, you know? So yeah, I'm really excited about this. Is this from the same makers as Brooklyn Nine-Nine, by the way, which top show. I'm gonna talk about that show in next video, in case you're wondering. I really love the show. It's very philosophical, and it just makes you think about everything, and it isn't like on the nose, like, because it's a comedy show, you know, so main focus on making you laugh, but also there's a lot of stuff in it that makes you think about morals and life and ethics, and it's great. I also really love these characters. It's so fun, and you can tell that the cast is so much fun just working on it. If you've seen all 3 seasons of the show, I highly recommend watching the San Diego Comic-Con panel in case you haven't yet. It's fully on YouTube, and you can just feel the dynamic between this cast, and it's so great, and you can tell how passionate they're all about this and how excited you're all about this. So yeah, I would just say watch that. If you have like half an hour time, I think it is, I don't know, but if you have time, watch it. It's really fun. And yeah, I really love the show. And I also think this is one of the shows that gets to a lot of points where like, okay, like what are we gonna go from here? Like it's done, you know? And then it just does something that totally makes sense, but you never saw coming, and just like, whoa. Yeah, I highly recommend you watch The Good Place in case you haven't, because it's so good. That's all the shows I'm gonna talk about today. If you watch any of these shows, let me know what you thought of them so we can discuss it. And yeah, that's it for today. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Good.
Here I am again, the same old situation. Why does the God thing have to be so complicated?